Hello. Welcome to day 6, which is also December 30th of our journey adventure through the mountains. Oh, where's my globe? Oh, I gotta grab my globe. Okay, okay. All right. Let's get right to the color for today. And then I got a couple stories about this color. Okay. So, yes, I've cut it open. This is day 6, December 30th. Ta-da! Okay. Um, It looks slightly different on my screen. It looks, it's called Smoky Mountains. That's what MTS means, Smoky Mountains. And it's kind of like a jean color, a blue color, but it's not like the blue that we just had at Vatnajökull, if I said that right. The one from Iceland, last one. This is Smoky Mountains. And it is the color of that smoke, and I'll show you why in a second. We still have the white spots. Yes, they are intentional. Okay. So it's kind of like a purpley leaning blue, I guess you could say. And if I get right to, oh, here, let me show you where the location is. All right, so we were up here, way up by the North Pole in Iceland. Now we're going to come down into the United States. And the Smoky Mountains are in like Tennessee on the border with like North Carolina and stuff. And I'll show you a map in just a second. Okay, so I got interrupted and I wish these could be more highly produced, but sorry, I'm a realist. I got way too many J-Mans on my time. Okay, so Smoky Mountains, talked about where it's at. It's in Tennessee, like North Carolina, that border area. Let me show you a picture which inspired this color. And honestly, these are easy to find like for the Smoky Mountains. Here, as you can see, this is just one of many pictures that are iconic of the Smoky Mountains. And I was kind of going for the color of the smoke, which is, kind of that blue hazy, which is, but it's like a purpley blue. It's not like a bright blue of like the glacier ice color. It's a purpley blue color. And so this is just one, and I believe it is from like the Smoky Mountain National Park website here. And then there's some webcams. Yeah, see, there's the photo right there. There's some webcams. If you go like straight to the government park website, you'll see here I am up here, just east of Lexington. Like this is where Mount Sterling is. It's about like 4 hours to drive down here. So this location I can actually get to, and I have been there actually multiple times. I'll talk about it briefly. And so I'm going to zoom back in so you can see. Here's the Smoky Mountains National Park. Over here is like Tennessee, and down here is like North Carolina and stuff. And you've got the whole park, but there is like here, let's think this is a webcam that's working. Yeah, this one's working. You can still see the same blue haze. Now, why does this blue haze occur? Well, here, let me close this one out. And see if there's another one, a little bow here. This one I think was working too. Yeah, same kind of haze. Down there is a little bit more brown because it's like December, but you still see that same haze. Um, Here, we'll go back to this picture. That's prettier to look at. Um, why do you have that haze? Because it's like a natural kind of smog that it's volatile organic compounds that come out of the vegetation, combination with they scatter the blue light because of these compounds. Then there's stagnant air, rain, sun, and humidity. Now that happens in a lot of places, but it happens like more often in the Smoky Mountains. So that's why we kind of think of it when we see this. It was easy for me to find a picture like this because it just happens a lot there. So, I'm gonna close that out. Here's the, okay, now if you'll notice in this map, um, let me back up just a little bit. No, here it is. Over here is Sevierville. If you've ever been there, that's the same area as Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and home of Dolly Parton. So that's a big area, and I'll talk about that in a second. And then I'll talk about one other area I've visited. Okay, here's the oh, I gotta show you this 3D. Okay, so if I just search Smoky Mountains National Park, look, view in 3D. I don't know if you've seen this, maybe you have, because it's kind of like it's a 3D image that a lot of different, I guess, locations might have. But this one, if I click on it, this is, I thought this was really kind of neat. It's probably going to come up more jerky for you and not going to flow as nicely. This is actually flowing really nicely. You see it turn, but I'm betting for you on YouTube, it's not going to flow as nicely. But you can see the whole thing in 3D, and you can I can control this with my mouse. Thunderhead Mountain is kind of like the main one, but there's a bunch of the chimney tops. It's kind of a big area. And up here is, I think I'm pointing in the right direction, is like the Sevierville, Gatlin Forge area. And look, you can like, let's see, Mount Lee Conti, and it zooms right in. That probably wasn't as smooth for you as it was for me. But look, you can just look at all the 3D maps and scroll around and yeah, and kind of see the whole, the sort of the view. And if the area has like some interest, it's really kind of cool. I don't know if you've played with this 3D. I think it's just on Bing. Yeah. Yeah, you can kind of see it from the side. You can see the towns that are around. I think that's really kind of neat. Um, and look, it also looks kind of hazy, like it has the same smoke, which I thought was kind of funny. Close up. It's hard for me to close this tab because there's like a menu in there. There it is. Okay, I'm close that. This is Dollywood. Now, that's not a picture of me at Dollywood. I couldn't find my pictures of Dollywood, but Dollywood is like, if you've not been there, this is kind of iconic. They do a thing at Christmas. Like it's a amusement park, but it's like Dolly Parton kind of started it. And I don't know if she's the main investor anymore, but like she built a lot of this tourism up in the Pigeon Forge, Sevierville area, and it can get very touristy. But it was like she was trying to employ all the people in the area, including some of her relatives. And there really is a bustling, um, like tourism economy there. And you can get like pretty busy. But I have been there like many times. Well, I've been to Dollywood like maybe twice, I think. But I like to go there. Also, just go to Gatlinburg, no matter the time of year. You can rent a cabin. There's a whole bunch of them around. There's like a whole cabin economy there, but you can rent a cabin with like a hot tub and then go hike in the mountains or go shopping in the touristy areas. They'll put lights up at Christmas. It can get kind of crowded in the main roads depending on when you go and where, but um it's a pretty good tourist area for like 4 hours away from me. I'd like to go. In fact, I've been there several times and I haven't been recently, and I really kind of want to go. Um, they'll have lights, New Year's Eve, do Christmas. There's a Christmas ornament store that's like huge and just dedicated to Christmas ornaments. Is it called the Christmas store? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it's right there on the strip in like Sevierville or Pigeon Forge, one of the two. Um, so it can be very touristy, but it's also really nice. I really like it, and it's not necessarily expensive like some of these other bougie places that I've shown you. There's a lot, so there's so much that you can certainly find something that you like there. Okay, so I have been there a few times. I want to show you one other time I went. It's not in the Pigeon Forge area, but here I have been to the Tail of the Dragon. What is the Tail of the Dragon? It is a road in like on the edge because of like if I zoom out, here's the national park. It is down on the southwest edge. Trail of the Dragon. It is very popular for motorcycle riding, which is why I brought it up and why I went there. And let's see if can I zoom in and show you there how many turns? Oh geez, I forget how many turns. It's a crazy number of turns in like a short period of time. In fact, semis are banned because they will completely cover the road. Let's see. This is the main, it's 129. You see all these curves there? Just like on my Alps trip. I was looking for a curvy road, and this was in 2007. So 5 years after I went to the Alps. It's down near Gregory Bald, but it's like 219 turns or something in just a few miles. And especially, obviously, in the summer, it's just super crowded with motorcycles, and semis are actually banned from using it because the turns are so tight that they will just that will surprise motorcycles coming around the road and just they will run into them and die. So, um, and I will show you a picture. Now, this is on a mouse pad because it just happened to be upstairs and I didn't know where the rest of my pictures were. But this is me in 2007, like a month before I met my husband, or a year. I don't know. Um, yeah, I think like a month or two before I met my husband. And this is the one of the two. I've had two bikes I rode a lot. This sold this one. It's a Triumph Spit. No, Triumph, which is it's not the Spitfire. I forget the name of it. It's a sport bike, Triumph sport bike. But look, it has not the spam cans like I was telling you, but the big saddlebags, and these are like very plasticky. But that's me, and like my lunch is sitting on the back. But there's photographers that sit there and take your picture as you're riding, which is really hard to get a picture if you're a motorcyclist of you like riding around a curve because somebody has to sit there and like take your photo and then get it to you. So you get a lot of pictures with you stopped and not moving. This is a picture of me moving. And I think I just ordered it from one of the photographers that sits there and takes pictures so that you can buy these. And happens to be printed on a mouse pad. So that was me enjoying the Smoke Green Mountain National Park, a different time. So I will show you what I have knit. I'm not finished knitting up day 6. This is how it's all balled up. I'm knitting from both ends of the ball, which means sometimes I have to like let it twist like I showed you before. But here it is on my long cord. Kind of scrunchy up, but I don't mind that. The colors will look slightly different on your screen. But here we go. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what is this? Everest, Andermatt, Banff, Aoraki, Vatnajökull, which I'm ordering short. And then here's a little bit of the Smoky Mountains right there. And I've not quite finished it, but and then I gotta get on to day 7. I gotta keep knitting. So I hope you enjoyed our little visit to the Smoky Mountains. There are so many places that I could show you there. And it's a big area and it's close to a reasonable number of us. So it is attainable to visit. I really do like it. And I can't wait until I go back down to Gatlinburg again. Even if I can't ride motorcycles, just going there with the family is kind of fun because there's a lot of places that like you can all enjoy. So see you tomorrow. Bye.